Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our Friday live session. Today, I did promise you that we would do a cardio, so we are going to do a cardio session, but don't worry, there's not going to be any jumping. It's going to be low impact. We're going to burn loads of calories. We're going to really tone those muscles, and we're going to start with a lovely warm-up. So, without further ado, let's get moving. All right, so just come into your space. And let's start with our warm-up. So we're going to have our feet hip width apart. We're going to draw the tummy muscles in. So we're still going to think of our Pilates. Let's pull in that tummy, really feel that hold there, okay? We're going to roll the shoulders up, back, and around. Up, back, and around. Up, back, and around. And up, back, and around. Now we're going to bring the arms up and reach them out. Bring them up and reach them out, up and out. So we're just doing the warm up and out. Now we're going to bend the knees, bring the arms forward. You're going to lift your heels. You're going to straighten your legs, keeping your heels up, and then you're going to lower. All right, so we're going to bend, lift the heels, straighten the legs, and lower down. Bend, lift the heels, straighten the legs, and lower. So you might already start to feel those muscles working. This is actually a warm-up, believe it or not. We're going to keep going. Bend, lift, up and down. Bend, lift, up and down. One more. Bend, lift, up and down. And we're going to reverse it. So we're going to go up with the heels and up with the arms. Imagine you're sliding down a wall. So keep those heels up, but bend the knees. Sinking down, now lower the heels and the arms and straighten the legs. So lifting up and then bend the knees, keep the heels up, lower heels and arms and straighten. So we're going to lift, bend, lower, and straighten. Hoping you've got the sequence. Lift, bend, lower, and straighten. Lift, bend, lower, and straighten. One more. Lift, bend, lower, and straighten. Now let's step nice and wide. Okay, turn those feet out, and we're going to come up and down. So the arms are just going to move. We're doing nice little movements, just warming up those knees. Remember, if anyone out there has got issues with their knees, you might not want to go as deep with the movement, okay? Those of you that want to, you can come right down into a nice deep plie. All right, so swinging those arms. We're getting that heart rate up now. Good. So if you hear me huffing and puffing, you know that my heart rate's gone up as well. And 1 and 2. 1 and 2. So we're going to do some sequencing this morning. All right, so we're going to have to use those brains a little bit as well. 3 and 2 and 1. Well done. And come down. Okay, so let's just give those arms a little shake out. And let's do the first of our sequences. All right, so I'm going to go sideways, I think will be best for you. So you're going to step forward with the left leg, lift the right, and then step back. So we're doing a lift and a lower. Lift and a lower. So once you've stepped onto that left leg, you keep it there and just keep moving. Lift and lower. Keep it going. Lift and lower. That's it. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. So it's your right leg lifting and back. Lift and back. Now start swinging those arms. Okay, so one arm's going forward, one to the side. Can you see? So that's how we're going to get that heart rate up, is because we're adding movement, we're adding the intensity with the arms. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it here. Make sure those feet are parallel, facing forward. Little pulses. We're going to do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the arms down. All right, and now lift them up. From here, we're going to straighten the legs, bring the arms down, then lift the arms up. So then and up, then and up. Good. Then and up, then and up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it down, and if you can, little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on up, and let's change legs. Okay, so now you're stepping forward on the right and lifting the left. Okay, so you step forward right, lift the left, step down. All right, so we're doing a lift and down, a lift and down, lift and down, lift and down. So try and get those arms moving. That's it. We're just going to get into it now. So you're going to keep going for a little while. That's it. So you get the feel of it. Lift and down, lift and down, lift and down, lift and down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it here and just check your alignment. Now you've got that moment of pause. Arms out, little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, you're going to bring those arms down and then raise them up. Make sure your shoulders are down. Now we're going to straighten the legs, lower the arms and bend. Straighten and bend. Good. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Good. Keep it going. Lift and lower. Lift. So this is working the front and the back of the body. That's it. Good. Let's do 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Now hold it down and pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Come on up, shake those legs out. Okay, now we're going to start to work the side of the body. So we're going to be back in parallel. We're going to bend the knees. Going to bring your hands forward and hold them just here. Now check those knees are not doing this, they're not going in or out. And you're just going to step out and back. So there's no weight going on this leg. It's going to reach out and come back. This one is going to stay bent, knee going forward over the toes. All right, hold the arms still for a moment. Then we will add some intensity shortly. So just get that movement. All right, now we're going to start to add arms. So the arms are going to be moving like so. All right, it's almost like running arms, I think we call it. All right, good. Let's keep this going now. So we're doing more repetitions than normal. Hopefully you're feeling it. I know I am in my thighs already. Good. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Now hold that leg out. Bring the arms back in front and do a little lift and down, lift and down, lift and down, and down for 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Bend the knees, coming down. Let's go on to the other side. Okay, so we're starting here. We've got both knees bent, tummy pulling in, hands around to the front, reaching out and back. So no weight on that leg. It's just tapping out and back, tapping out and back. Let's keep it going. So I'm going to try and just keep you moving so we keep that heart rate up. All right, so if anything gets too much, just do the exercise before or modify it, reduce the range or the intensity, okay? But do try and keep moving because that's what's going to burn those calories. All right, should we add arms? Running arms. All right, so keep it moving. That's it, good. So I'm going to talk a little less so I'm not heavy breathing into the microphone. All right, here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it here. Bring the hands around. Lift. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Coming down and transferring up. Keep going. Now we're going to go down and up. So we're going to start to turn the legs out and up, down and up, down and up. Now, if you want to make it a little more intense, add arms. That's it. Good. Down and up, down and up, down and up, down and up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Coming back to putting our right leg behind. Okay. Facing forward. Feet parallel. We're going to do the dips again. Okay, so the dips are where we bend, arm comes up and down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold it here. Little pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now bring the arms down and opposite arm, sorry, same arm as the leg that's in front. You're going to pull it back. So this is the bow and arrow. We did this in my recent spinal mobility. So we are pulling back. Pull the tummy in now. Now try and rotate the upper body and turn to look towards that hand there. That's it. Good. And then come back. And again, draw back, rotate, and forward. Woo. Draw back, and rotate, and forward. One more. Draw back, tummy's in, and rotate, and forward. Step forward, and let's go to the other side. So we've got the other foot behind, tummy's in, legs parallel. Gonna dip down and up, dip down and up. So nice straight arms. That's it. Good. 4, 3, 2. Hold it down on 1. 8 pulses for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now hold it there. Bring the arms down, bow and arrow. So same arm as leg that's in front. Pulls back, rotate, and turn. Try not to fall over. It's a bit of a balance challenge as well, this one. And then come back. And again, so drawing back, rotate, and open. That's number 2. Number 3. And open. And back, last one, and 4. Draw back, rotate, and come forward. Well done. Shake those legs out. You're going to come onto your mat now, so you've got the mat in front of you. Okay, parallel with those feet. Rolling down, so take a breath in. Breathe out, chin to the chest. Rolling down, bending the knees and really pulling the tummy in. So as you go down, think of really sucking inwards on your tummy. All right, and then you're going to walk forward with the hands. Walking forward. 2, 3, 4. From there, we're going to take the knees down and up, down and up, down and up and down and up. We're going to lift the hips to the ceiling. Keep those heels high, but bend the knees. Reach forward. And again, lift, heels high, bend the knees, and then it's like you're springing forward. lift up, nice stretch, bend the knees, and forward, one more, up, and bend the knees, spring forward. Okay, now we're going to go from here, we're going to draw the right knee in, left knee in, right leg back, left leg back. So in, back, and back, in, and back, and back. Good, in, and in. Now, if you want to work harder, you can do it from here, coming in and back. So we don't put the foot down, we stay in our plank position. So choose which one you want to do. Whatever works for you. I like to get really out of breath, so I'm going to keep going like this. Good. We're going to do 4, 3, 2, 1. Hips to the ceiling. Hold it here. Lower your right heel. Little stretch through the calf. Left heel. Switching side to side. Oh, I'm getting hot already. And switch. And switch. And switch. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the heels this time. Give yourself a good stretch. Downward dog or up stretch, we call it in Pilates. And then walk those hands all the way back. Good. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, drawing the tummy muscles in. And unrolling the spine. Okay, you're doing really well. Let's go back down. So take a breath in. Breathing out into the chest. Rolling down. Tummy's in. You can bend the knees or keep them straight if you've got that flexibility. Walk those hands out, all the way out. Well done. Okay, let's lower the knees and up. So it's inhale, lower, exhale, up. So when the knees straighten, that's when you're pulling the tummy in. Okay, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hips to the ceiling. Lower those heels. Good. Now keep the heels up. Bend the knees. So you're really feeling that stretch through the shoulders, the back of the body, and then you're going to shoot the body forward. We're going to lift up. Nice stretch in the shoulders. Bend the knees. Shoot the body forward. Lift up. Bend the knees. Shoot the body forward. And just one more. Lift up. Bend the knees. Shoot the body forward. All right. From there, we're going to bring the knees down. Okay. And we're going to do little press-ups now. So keep the tummy in. Bend the elbows. Send the elbows back and straighten. So you can just do little movements like this. Or if you've got the strength, you can go all the way down and press up. All the way down and up. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Tuck the toes under. Come up, lift up into your up stretch. Lower those heels, walking it out. So lift the right heel and then the left. So you're just walking it out, walking it out. That's it. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come into that final up stretch there. Then we're going to walk those hands all the way back. Take a deep breath in. Breathing out, draw the tummy muscles in. And coming all the way up. Okay. So on to our next movement. And what we're going to do is take the right leg behind us. So this I do in my bar class. And basically it's a behind, a little dip and step. A little dip and step. So you can start with the hands on the hips. Okay, this is to continue the intensity, all right? So we're just starting out with no arms. So you get the movement. 2, 1. Let's switch sides. So step over and then behind and out. Behind and out. Behind and out. Good. Behind and out. 4, 3. So just still think about nice and elongated in that body. and 1. Now we're going to step out. We're going to try and do a little lift. All right, and out. Then little lift. So what I'm doing is I'm pointing the toe rather than putting any weight on it. All right, so you can do here. Those of you that want to work harder, you're going to lift the leg off the floor. Bend, lift, bend, lift, bend, lift. 4, 3, 2, 1. Step out, change legs. Okay, so you're tapping the floor. Those of you that want to work harder, you're lifting the legs straight up, okay, which you can see challenges the balance as well. Back and out, back and out, back and out. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Now step out, switch sides. Now we're going to make it even bigger. So you can either stay what you're doing or you can do this bigger movement. We're going to add arms. So we're going to go behind. We're going to kick out, arms up, whoops, and behind, okay? So it's out and down, out and down, out and down, out and down. So really pull up and lower, up and lower. 2, 1, hold, step the other way. Here we go, you ready? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done, step across. Now take the leg behind, keep those feet turned out, and we're going to do little pulses. You're going to bring your arms up, and we're going to pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step out, other side, for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Into second position, nice and wide, bending the knees, taking the arms out. From here, we're going to bring the arms to the shoulders and then reach forward, flattening the back. Take the arms down, head down, take a breath in and unfold the body or uncurl the body all the way up. So we're going to lift up, bend the knees, take the arms out. Then they're going to come to the shoulders. And as you reach forward, you're going to flatten your back. So a nice straight back. Come down and unravel the spine all the way up. Let's do it again. So lift up with those arms. Come out. Hands to the shoulders. Reach forward. Reach, reach, reach. Take the arms down. And let's unravel the spine. And come up. Last one. Lift and bend. Bring the hands in. Reaching forward. Taking yourself down to the floor. And unravel those hands all the way up. Fabulous. Good. Okay, come to the end of the mat. All right, so starting here, let's do a roll down. Take a breath in. Breathing out into the chest. Bending the knees. Coming all the way down. Hands on the floor. Walking forward, 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 forward. Knees go down. Then they go up, down, and up. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. So if this is getting really tough, as long as you're not in pain, keep going. We've only got a few minutes left. You can do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Lower the legs down. And from here, come down onto your forearms. All right, we're going to work the back of the body a little bit more. So you've got your bottom in the air, you've got your tummy muscles in. You're going to slide your right leg back. And then you're going to lift it up behind you and lower down. Lift and lower. So don't let your back move. You're going to really keep that core tight, tummy muscles tight, really pulling in so you don't arch your back. You're just working the glutes on this leg. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now you're going to do circles. So imagine you've got a piece of chalk between your toes. You're drawing a circle going out. A little circle like the size of a porthole on a boat. That's it, going out. You should start to feel this coming into the bottom. Don't let the tummy go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go back the other way. Change your direction. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now bend the knee, flex the foot, and reach up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Extend the leg, bringing it in. And let's go and do that on the other side. So just take a moment to reset. Draw the tummy in, so really pulling in here. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. So keep your shoulders down. Lift and lower. Good. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it here. Let's do those little circles out. 2, 3. So this is when you often lose your form. So think about pulling that tummy in, just letting the leg do its work. 3, 2, and 1. Coming back the other way. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep that leg up. Bend at the knee, bend at the ankle. Push up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Extend the leg and come on down. So from there, going to walk your hands back, coming up into a kneeling position. So we're into our cool down now. You're going to bring your right foot forward. Make sure the ankle is forward of the knee. Tummy's in. And let's gently lunge forward. So now we're going for a nice hip flexor stretch. And just take some deep breaths. The hard bit's over. So you can just relax into your stretch now. Make sure your shoulders are down. All right, so we've got our right foot forward. So I want you to take your left hand down by your side. Now take your left arm out to the side. Bring it all the way up so the fingers are pointing to the ceiling. And then gently flexing over to your right. So a nice side stretch. That's it. You're trying to find that stretch somewhere between the hips and the rib cage. Good. Coming down. Bring the hands down either side of the foot and walk them back so you're straightening your right leg. Okay, we're going to try and straighten our back as well. So think of sending your chest forward. Toes down if you can onto the floor. So you're getting a stretch through the foot. But you also want to think of sticking the bottom out slightly so you feel the stretch through the hamstring on that right leg. That's it, good. Now let's flex the foot and have a nice stretch of the calf muscles. We've worked our calves quite a bit today. All right, holding it here. So you adjust as needed. The main thing is that you feel a gentle pull. It doesn't want to be too intense, but you do want to feel that little pull. Good. All right. And then you're going to place the foot down. We're going to walk forward. And we're going to wiggle that foot across. So it's in front of your left hip. Your knee will be just under your right shoulder. You're going to let the knee pop out to the side. Okay, you're going to take your hands forward. You might need to bring the foot in slightly, depending on your flexibility, and then you're going to take your body forward. So trying to get the knee down towards the floor. If you can't get there, don't worry. As long as you feel the stretch in your hip. If you can get down, then the main thing is to keep your pelvis in the center. Don't let yourself roll over to the right. Okay, and if you are flexible and you can go further, then you can bring yourself all the way down to the floor and just rest your head on your hands there. Let the shoulders relax and just allow that hip to stretch. Good, and let's slowly come out of that. So bring the hands up, bring the knee up, take the foot behind you, bring the left foot in front, and let's stretch out this side. So we're coming up, nice position there, nice extended spine, and then gently lunging forward so you feel the stretch through the hip flexor. That's it. Wonderful. And taking the hands also, then taking the right hand out. So the right hand is hanging by your side. You're going to take it out to the side, lift it up. So fingers pointing towards the ceiling, and then gently stretching over to your left. Finding that stretch through the right hip flexor, right side of the body. Good. Gently coming out of that, hands down each side of the foot. Walk those hands back, stretching the back of that leg. We've just gone over time a little, so I hope you're all right for a minute. So I'm the bottom back, the toes stay down. Find that stretch in your hamstring. Now flexing the foot. Calf stretch. Okay, trying to really avoid being rounded in the spine. I know it's really difficult, but try and draw your shoulders down and think of your chest going forward. Well done. Place that foot down. Now walk those hands forward and wiggle that foot across now so it's in front of the right hip. Let that left knee drop out to the side into your hip stretch, so wherever that is for you. And then you're going to find your position. You're going to hold it there. Take some nice deep breaths. Well done. And then slowly coming out of that, lifting up. We're going to take the feet behind us. So we're going to be in a kneeling position, hands under the shoulders. We're just coming up to finish now. So tuck the toes under, lifting up, hips to the ceiling, then pushing back away from your hands as far as you can. So you get that nice shoulder stretch, lower those heels, and then walk your hands back to your feet. Let your head hang down. Take a deep breath in, breathing out, and coming all the way up to standing. Stay here. Let's inhale, take the arms out to the side, all the way out, looking up. Bring your hands together and bring them down past your chest. Place your thumbs against your chest, against your heart. Close your eyes for a moment and just be thankful for this time you gave yourself today. Well done, everyone. And when you're ready, you can gently open your eyes. And there you go. That is our session for today, everyone. So thank you so much for joining me. Do press the like button. Do subscribe. It really helps me if you subscribe as well. And if you want to stick around for the chat, then please do. I'll come and talk to you now. Oh, well done, everyone. Oh my goodness. I hope you're okay. I was sweating quite a bit there, so I'm hopefully you were as well. Um, good. All right. So today we did a mix of high intensity but low impact. It was all low impact work today, but we added quite a lot of repetition. Added a lot of arms, so you have worked your legs, your hips, your shoulders, your arms, your core, your glutes, your back, pretty much everything. So I hope that felt good. I know a lot of people have been sending me messages about weight loss, and you know that I kind of avoid the subject quite a lot because as a woman, I've spent my life, being sort of given images of what the ideal woman should look like and all that kind of stuff. And I don't believe in any of that. It caused me so much anxiety when I was younger. I try to avoid that kind of suggestion. But I know you all do, a lot of you do want to lose a bit of weight. I think it's the culmination of sort of two-ish years in lockdown. And obviously January is that time when lots of people start to think about wanting to reset their bodies. So I put this one in today, especially for you if you're someone that just wants to burn a few extra calories. I'll have a check, but I would say that probably was, I'll have a look and see if I can see it on my Fitbit. I do wear a Fitbit to see kind of how the calories go. Yeah, and we did, yeah, so that was probably about 200 calories if you did that half an hour, which is good, which is a really good amount. So just so you know, that's kind of what you did today in that half an hour. Now, if you're someone that really wants to do more of this work, I do have lots of cardio workouts on the channel. So you can go into my YouTube channel, press the magnifier button, the search button, and put cardio, and it'll bring up both the standing cardio workouts and the mat cardio. But I would say all my standing workouts do have quite an element of that in, because it's something that I've realized we all kind of need, and I need as well. I love my Pilates, and so that's why I started doing a lot of standing Pilates, because I thought it was a really good way to kind of cover both those things. Also, before you go, if you do have to go, just to let you know, there will be a new workout coming out on Sunday. So I try and do one every Sunday. It normally goes live or it goes out at 10 o'clock. I'm not live. I've already recorded it for you, but it's a really nice one. So it's a little bit of what we did today, but it's just 15 minutes. And it's the sort of thing that I suggest people do when they've got a busy week or they're on their lunch break or they just want to squeeze something in. But it's a standing one. There's some really good things in it, and there's a really good balance challenge, which I haven't done with you before. So if you're someone that really likes to work on their balance, which again, balance work really does tone your bottom because you're using your glutes a lot to stabilize. So if that's what you're into, then do go and check that out. Anyway, I'm going to come to the chat now and just have a look and see. I really wanted to see what you thought of today's class. So let's have a look. All right, so Lisa Jackson Platt. Hello, Lisa. Says, hi all, excellent session. I think I will break the session into two parts. That's a tough class. We'll need to practice and watch again. Big thank you. You're very welcome, Lisa. And yeah, absolutely, you can break the classes up. I mean, the joy of the YouTube is that you can watch it again and again. You can do the sections you like, you can mix and match. And I try and do, because what seems to me, what you all seem to enjoy is the workouts that are between 10 and 30 minutes. That's why most of the workouts on the channel are in that time range. If you're somebody that wants to work for longer sessions, I do have some longer ones on there as well. So do let me know, but I generally find half an hour seems to work quite well for people. And also my 10-minute, a lot of people do my 10 and 15-minute workouts in the morning. So that's the one I'm doing on Sundays, a really nice morning session as well. It's not intense like today. It's more of a kind of intense in a different way. It's going to really challenge your muscles quite a lot. So good to hear, Lisa, and thank you for joining me today. Reb Loves Nails says you've just subscribed. Thank you very much for your subscription. It really, really helps me when I get more subscribers, because what happens with YouTube is as you increase your subscribers, they unlock certain things that help you grow as a channel. So it's a kind of, I suppose it's like an incentive. You've got to keep working harder, and then you get rewarded, and then you've got to work harder, and then you get another reward. So anyone subscribing really, really helps, because they look at who is subscribing, who wants to come back and see more of what I do. So that helps. Thank you very much, Reb Loves Nails. Lovely to have you here. Linda Verney Thompson. Good morning, Linda. Linda says, question, I stand at my desk all day. Is there any exercises I can do for hip mobility whilst I'm standing? TIA. Okay, Linda. So, well, number one, I am so pleased to read that you stand at your desk, because what you can't see here, but what I actually have here just below the camera, is a standing desk, which I got a couple of years ago, and I mix between sitting and standing. It's one of those ones that you can press the button and it kind of rises up. So yes, standing for hip mobility. Okay, Linda, so I'm going to pretend I'm at the desk, and everyone can do this. So I used to do this with some footballers actually who needed hip mobility. So one thing you can do for hips is just moving hips side to side. So obviously when you're typing, you can't do it, but if you're having a little moment where you're reading, you can just move the hips side to side. With a straight leg, you get more stretch on the outside, which is very important, because what we get with sitting at a desk is very tense, hypertense often in the muscles. There's a muscle that goes across here, as well as your hip flexor, which is the muscle that does that. There's one here, TFL, which is a smaller one that comes across, and that can get very tight. So you can do side to side. You can also do, assuming you're not on Zoom at the time, you can do hip rolls, which is, I love these. I do these in the bathroom every morning when I'm brushing my teeth. So you have your knees bent and you just circle the hips out. All right, so you can see what I'm doing, circles going around. And if you look at it sideways, what it's also doing is working the spine. So forward and around. Okay, and then you can go the other way, forward and around. So I find those are really good for stretches. And then the other thing you can do, where you'll need to hang on to your desk, which is, well, actually, you can do it two ways. You can either hold hands on the desk, put a foot back like we did today, take the knee down and just tilt forward. So when you tilt forward, you're stretching this leg here. Let me swap legs so you can see. So we're coming here, and then we're tilting forward. So you're pulling the abs in, you're sending the pelvis forward, and you're stretching down there into the front of the thigh. And the other one you can do is this stretch where you take hold of the foot and you take the foot behind you. You can also bend that knee. That will also stretch the hips. But I would say for mobility, there's nothing better than these side to side and the circles. And you can do them as often as you want. But they're very good for getting things moving. And obviously, if you want to kind of do the other thing I do, which I used to do with a football team we used to work with, is to lift up and out. So just doing movements where you're just taking the leg out, coming out this way. I tend to find that the going out is more useful than the coming in. You can, of course, come in as well. So take the leg out and bring it across. But obviously, we're getting into quite big exercise now. So if you're at your desk, you might not better do all of that. But those are some few tips for hip mobility. So I hope that helped you. Okay, good morning, Lily Mars. Wow, that was intense. Yes, it was, wasn't it? I've been trying to get my cardio level up because I'm aware, I kind of monitor what goes on with me a lot of the time, particularly through lockdown, and the messages that I get from everyone. And then I kind of work out from there, you know, what I think everyone needs. And I know it's much harder Well, certainly in my experience anyway, it's harder to motivate yourself to do the ones that are a little bit more intense sometimes. So that's why I think it really works that we do those together. But yes, Lily, little note for you, because I know you love my little doggy Boo. Boo is featured throughout the whole video on Sunday. So the one that goes out on Sunday at 10 a.m. has my little doggy in. I was on my own for the day because my husband was in town in London working, and she wouldn't leave my side. She's a rescue dog, so in the end I just let her just sit on the mat through the whole video while I was doing all the standing work. So Lily, you'll get to see Boo. She does a little bit of exercise of her own at the end as well. There we go. Sylvia Mears says, wow, that was intense, but the time flew. Hot and sweaty. Great workout. That's one to save to do again. Thanks. So back to the tennis after a shower. Sylvia, well done. Well, you've had a lovely warm-up. You should have a really good tennis match today after that. And yes, it is a really good one to save in your favorites. If you're someone that knows that you really enjoy those more intense workouts and they work for you, then don't forget, put it in your favorites. Or you can create your own playlist of my videos, the ones that you like, that you know work for you. So don't forget, that's always something that you can do. Yes, and before I forget, those of you who are on Instagram, please do follow me on Instagram. It's the same name, The Girl with the Pilates Mat. And I'd love it if you could tag me in when you're doing a workout or a picture. I know a couple of people have done it. Tony Bryans, I know you have, and I still haven't put your videos out, but I know you send me picture messages on Instagram, and it's really nice to see what you're doing or what your setup looks like at home, or what workout you've just done and how you felt afterwards. So if you can, follow me on Instagram and also tag me in at The Girl with the Pilates Mat and add the hashtag Girl with the Pilates Mat, and then I'll see it and I can respond to you. All right, super duper. Terry, good morning, Terry. Terry says, I enjoyed that, but it was hard work. Find those stretches quite hard. Will I ever be able to do them? Terry, yes, you will. Yes, you will. Yes, you will. It's just take your time. Flexibility, particularly as we get older, can become quite challenging, and it is something we have to just work on every day. And when I say work, I don't mean it for it to be uncomfortable or painful or excruciatingly unpleasant. It's just something you just have to keep kind of chipping away at. I know in my own body, and I've always been quite flexible because I started exercise very, very young. But I know that particularly once I turned 50, my flexibility became a lot more challenging, and I get stiffer quicker now. So I find for me, doing a little bit every day helps. And I don't know if this is any help for you, Terry, but I lost a bit of flexibility because I just assumed it would just always stay there. And of course it doesn't, because our bodies change. As women, our bodies change a lot when we get into our 40s, sort of from 40s to 60s, there's massive changes that go on. And suddenly I realized I wasn't as flexible as I was. So I've been kind of adding more of that into my own work, as well as into these classes to help. So the answer is yes, Terry, you will eventually get to do them. Just keep working at them. If you were to do them every day, not cold, you obviously want to do a warm-up first, but if you were to do them every day, you would start to feel a difference in about 3-4 months. All right, I know that sounds quite a long time, but actually it's not. If you're just doing a little bit every day, you get into the habit of it, you will find your flexibility improves. Okay, so that's just a sign that your body is quite tight, quite tense, and it needs a little bit of help on the flexibility work. So yes, keep at it, Terry. I know you can do it. Yes, and so Lily, Lily was asking about the standing desk. Lily, because I know you're a writer, Lily, they really are very, very good. I mean, this one I bought from, should I say? Yeah, I suppose I can say. I bought it from IKEA. because it was, to be honest, the cheapest one I could find. And it plugs into the electricity, so you can just press a button and it just comes up and goes down. And it's great because if you're spending a lot of time at the desk, you know, standing, you just posturally, you're going to be in a better position. So Lily, yes, I would highly recommend a standing desk for you, and I'll be interested to hear what other people think of them, because I do know quite a few of my friends. I've got quite a lot of friends who are still journalists, which is what I started out doing, working in television after my dance career ended, and a lot of my friends are writers, and they use standing desks as well now. Okay, so going down, Ruth. Good morning, Ruth Enright. And Ruth, I'm so sorry I haven't answered your emails. I do know that they're there, so please bear with me. I've got quite a lot going on right now in the business that's kind of, I haven't really talked about yet, but there's going to be some changes, all good, so don't worry. But it's taking up quite a lot of my time at the moment. But thank you for those emails, Ruth. And Ruth says, phew, that should have worked off my 3 rose chocolates last night. Thank you, Rachel. You're very welcome, Ruth. Yes, I know I do like a bit of chocolate in the evening, I have to say. But there we go. Well, that's wonderful stuff. So I'm just going to go down and look at the questions. Okay, so Sarah Runicles, lovely a question. Why, when doing the dips and running arms, do my arms want to go sideways? Is that mind over matter? Oh, that's a good question, Sarah. Yes, so that movement, the running arms with the side legs, is a brain exercise as well, because naturally you probably want to do something like this, right? But having to do the arms going the opposite way, so the leg going out to the side but the arms going forward, is actually a coordination challenge. And so that's all it is. It means, yeah, it probably means, Sarah, you just need something you need to work on, is the mind over matter. Yes, having to do that. You know, like that old exercise where you used to tap your head and rub your tummy at the same time. It's that kind of thing. So lots of the exercises that I do, I know I don't talk about it very much, but a lot of the exercises that I give you are things that really work the brain as well, because we need to keep our coordination, things I'm very aware of as I've got older. Balance goes, coordination goes. I mean, I've worked with people in their 20s that don't have coordination, so it's not necessarily age related, but it's important to keep that brain going. So that's why I put in little challenges like that. So Sarah, sounds like that might be a good one for you to come back to and do again. Then yeah, mind over matter, indeed it is. Okay, so before I forget, I must do some thank yous for donations this morning. So thank you very much to Ruth Enright, Sarah Runicles, Anne from London, good morning to you, Anne. Wendy Grantham, morning Wendy. Sylvia Mears, who has actually dragged herself away from a tennis match so she can be with us this morning. So well done. No doubt you're watching the Australian Open. So thank you, Sylvia, for that. A special good morning to Tanya Vanderporter in France. Tanya's the lovely, lovely woman that actually helps me out. Those of you who've emailed me may get replies from Tanya. Tanya, I hope you did the workout this morning. Good to see you there. Thank you to Susan Eisenbach. Good morning, Susan. Thank you very much for your donation. Josie Briggs, Margaret Scott, and Anahita Saman. Thank you very much indeed for your donation. Lovely to have you all here with me this morning. So I'll be here for about another 5 minutes. So if anyone's got any questions, please fire them over. I'm going to whiz down. Thank you to Julie Hunt. Thank you, Julie, for your donation. And Sandy McClure, thank you very, very much for your donation as well. Ruth M. Wright, sorry, Ruth, I've just seen your other question. The hints for the stiff right elbow from the mouse and laptop use. Yes, so I'm going to do the opposite. So this is your right hand. So you're getting a stiff elbow because you have your mouse here, and you are in a, if you look at it, if you imagine that this is me working with my mouse, what's happening is you're getting a little bit of movement in the shoulder, but your elbow is in a fixed position. And because I did think about this, Ruth, because you did send me an email on it, didn't you? A lot of people do get this. So when working with a mouse, whether it's in your right or left hand, you feel stiffness. So quite a lot of people get tightness in their neck because they don't realize it, but they're starting to sort of do this as they're working. So one thing is rolling out the shoulders for those that have that. But the stiff elbow is because you're holding yourself in a fixed position. So the best thing to do with that is to really stretch the elbow out. So if you take the arm out and flex the hand, take hold of the hand and just draw back. Now I'm very mobile, I'm sort of hypermobile, so you might not go back as far as I go, but the idea is that you're just stretching out through here. Okay, so through all these tendons here. So you can gently hold back. So that's like here, and then pressing on the hands there. You'll feel the stretch come here, then taking the hand the other way, excuse my bendy elbows, and then pulling back this way, circling the wrist, and then just moving the elbow. I mean, essentially, Ruth, what you want to be doing is just giving that elbow a bit of relief because it's being held in a position for a long time. And that's very hard on the tendons, yeah, and the muscles there. So everything will get a little stiff. So basically doing circles like this should really help, shaking the arm out. And what I always say to anybody who does a lot of writing is try and step away from your desk. I know it's really hard when you've got into the zone and you're going away at your keyboard, but try and step away at least every hour, preferably every half an hour, and just give those shoulders, those arms, those wrists, those elbows a little shake out, and then come back to it. And that applies to anyone who is sitting at their desk for their work for long periods of time, okay? Because what happens is when things get stiff, muscles tighten, then that tension will move up. Generally, it moves up the body. It will go into the shoulder, it will go into the neck. From there, it will go into the spine. And there's all kinds of things that you can get from that, headaches and all that kind of stuff. All right, so I hope that those hints helped you, Ruth. So if you think about it, if you're sitting down for a long time, you are in a fixed position. So what those elbows need, or that elbow needs, is some movement, all right? But nothing intense, just mobilization, all right? So I hope that helped. Sandy McClure, thank you very much for your donation this morning, Sandy. That is great. Thank you. Good morning to Carlin Holtgren. Good morning. Lovely to have you here. Good. I'm going down. Margaret Scott. Good morning, Margaret. Margaret says, really enjoyed that, but can you give any modifications to the last exercise, stretching legs out? Can't do it. And keep hands on the floor. Otherwise, I like the session. The last exercise, stretching the legs out. Oh, so that would be the kneeling one. Well, you can do, you can modify that, Margaret, by doing that standing. It's a lot harder, but you can do it. Well, it's harder as in if you do it without a chair, but if you have a chair, so we were kneeling, weren't we, down here? I'm assuming you mean this exercise, yeah? So kind of coming forward into a lunge. So if that's a no-no for you, you can get a chair. Anyone out there who wants to do that, get a chair, and then you just take the same position with the knee off the ground. So you're holding your chair for support, and then you're going down until you feel that stretch. Yeah, you keep your toes tucked under for that one. And then the same coming back here, so you can be here. All right. And then the hip stretch, which I know is a difficult one. I'm going to go back to a wall and do it. You can do it this way. So you put the foot across the knee and then you sit down. So I often do it this way if I'm standing. You can be back against the wall like so, and then just press the knee down. That does the same as that pigeon pose. Okay, so you can do it that way. You can also do that sitting in a chair as well. So I hope that works for you. Let me know, Margaret, how you get on with that recommendation. Okay, so Rob, hello, good morning. Rob says, hi, many thanks for the excellent workout. Must have read my mind. I had been looking for these leg stretches, helpful for me to redo last week's video better as well. Brilliant. Good to hear, Rob. Thank you very much for joining me today. Alison, good morning, Alison. Alison says, I loved last week's 15-minute workout. Today was fast-paced, really enjoyed. Feel like I've worked out for sure. Thank you. You're very welcome, Alison. Lovely to have you here. Anne from London says, the class was energetic, but did manage to do it. And my little doggy's coming. You're going to come and say hello to everyone in a minute? Yeah? All right. Okay. Caroline Ford says, big thanks, Rachel. Managed most of it. Real challenge for balance, but that's good. I just love your workouts and all the valuable information you give us all each week. You are a star. Oh, thank you so much, Caroline. You know what? Sometimes I sit here and I'm in my little garage chatting away to you all. And it's so nice to know that what I talk about is helpful, because that's kind of why I do it. So thank you so much, Caroline, for letting me know. That's really lovely. Okay, Cheryl Allen says, feel really energized after that routine. Do you do your routines every day? And they make me feel great for the day. Still can't do some, but I do try. Sorry, tried to send a sticker, but it wouldn't let me. Don't worry, Cheryl, that's fine. Lovely to see you. Kathy Freeman says, Kerwin had the same sound problem as Julie near the end of the session, but okay now. Oh, I'm sorry to hear you've had a sound issue. It may be that my microphone battery is going down, although I always charge it up before class in the morning. But I'm hoping you can all still hear me. And Lily says, refresh the page. Thank you, Lily. Thanks so much for all your technical advice. Caroline Ford, thank you for your donation and your lovely emoji. That is so cute. Okay, Julie, you worked out the sound. Good to hear. Oh, yeah, and also there's a few sound issues, but it sounds like it was okay on the TV. See, this is the thing. Sometimes it's at YouTube where this is going on and not at our end, because we do a lot. You wouldn't know this, but I come into the studio at an hour before every Friday, and I go through everything. I check all the sound, all the lighting. I run a test on YouTube to check that everything's working, that it looks all right, it sounds all right. So I'm really sorry if there's a few tech problems, but hopefully we're all okay. Lily says, this is inspiring me to completely rethink my toothbrushing routine. I could be getting a lot more exercise. Exactly, Lily. You can always do a little bit of multitasking with those hips while you're brushing your teeth. Lily says, yay, boo, I'm looking forward to working out with the dog with the Pilates mat. It's really funny, Lily, but she wouldn't leave my side when I was filming the other day. And I did the session, it's about just over 10 minutes, a nice sort of short standing session with some balance challenges in. And then at the end of the session, when I'd finished filming and bent down towards her, she went and did all her downward dog stretches. So I've left them in at the end if anyone wants to see them. Okay. Helen Lee says, feeling good and wakened up after this workout. I'll do it again to get some of the moves right. Coffee order. Thank you, Rachel. Oh, you're very, very welcome. Well, there's so many lovely people online this morning. Julie Hunt says, I wobbled like a jelly with the leg and hand coordination. I laughed at myself as I headed towards the door. We'll do it again, Rachel. Many blessings. Oh, well, bless you too, Julie. And yeah, you know what? That's good. All that wobbling, it's your body just trying to work out how to do the movement, how to balance. And yeah, the coordination with the legs and arms, that's all part of the challenge. So, and it made you smile. And that's wonderful, because that's what we're here for. I don't want anyone going away from one of my workouts feeling bad about themselves. The whole point of what we do every week is that you enjoy the movement you can do. You don't get hung up on things that are more challenging. You just think, okay, well, that's, something I can't do right now, but I'll keep working on it. It's to almost think of it, your exercise and your fitness, in a kind of lighter way, yeah? Because we're all trying to keep fit. We're all trying to stay fit as we get older as well. And one of the things I found, and I love reading what you said there, Julie, is that you're able to laugh at yourself. You know, that's really important. It's not the end of the world if there's something you can't do. It doesn't mean in any way that you're lacking or inadequate. It doesn't. It just means that at the moment that's not right for your body, or your body's not able to do that yet. And what I always think about it is, you know, every day you come to your movement, just come with that fresh approach, you know, like it's a new day, going to see how you move today type of thing. So that's kind of what I'm hoping you're all getting. Tony, good morning to you, Tony. Ruth Irwin, good morning to you, says, hi, Rachel. Love your videos. I'm just back from a Pilates class. Thank you for inspiring me. Well, that's lovely to hear. Tony Bryans, thank you very much for your donation this morning. Oh, 2 donations. Lovely. Thank you, Tony. That's absolutely wonderful. All right. And yes, says Lee, you know we want to see Boo doing her stretches. You will. She's very good at downward dog, I have to say. And Margaret Scott says, there's a lovely video on Facebook of a collie dog doing yoga exercises with its owner. Will make you laugh. We'll try to share on Facebook. Well, thank you very much indeed. And that's it for today, everybody. So don't forget, we have a new video out on Sunday. It goes out at 10 o'clock. It's just under 15 minutes. I think I've called it a 10-minute. It's just 10, 12-minute standing workout. It's a really good balance and coordination challenge. There's something in there you won't have done before with me. So do go and check that out. And it's so quick, you can get into your day. Boo will be part of that video. So if you want to see my little Boo-Boo, she'll be there as well. And I'll be back the same time next week. Before I go, Boo, do you want to come and say hello? Do you want to come and say hello, or do you want to roll around on the floor? You want to come say hello to everybody? Here's a good girl. All right, here's Boo. She's just relaxing. All right, Boo. There we go. So this is little Boo-Boo. She's not been very well this week, have you, dear? You haven't been very well, but you're feeling better now. Yes. All right, everyone. So take care, and I'll see you all very, very soon. All right. Bye for now. Take care. Have a good day.